Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WTTN tutorials, and today we'll be talking about a brand new concept for our tutorial series, JavaScript, a aspect of website development which I believe has been ignored by the online community. We don't have great tutorials out there which really get behind what JavaScript is and how essential it is for any website developer to be absolutely sure or absolutely in sync with this beautiful scripting language. So, having said that, we are going to make a multi-part series where we are going to be covering basic to absolutely advanced aspects of JavaScript and all the lovely goodies that we get with it. So, the number one question is, why do we need JavaScript and what is it? Well, number one, the need for JavaScript arises because websites primarily were a request and response based entities. So you needed something to make it lightweight. You cannot raise a request to the server each time you want to do a functionality. So JavaScript came in to fill in the void wherein you can write your functionality onto your client's browser itself. The request need not be raised and come back to the server and bother the server. The server is a very busy entity. It has other things to do. So why should you waste network traffic and server overhead when you can do it on the client's browser itself? And that is exactly the reason why JavaScript has been invented by beautiful programmers way back. But JavaScript, not like any other scripting language, renders on your client's browser. So it has nothing to do with the server. The server does not understand JavaScript. It only understands it as HTML content and it throws it onto your HTML page. So the onus of writing the JavaScript is on the programmer itself. The server will not handle any of your JavaScript exceptions and so on and so forth. So that is why it is very important that you follow the conventions and write good quality code when you're writing JavaScripting. So having said that, the technical jargon out of the way, we will now get on to introducing JavaScript onto your HTML page. Now JavaScript is something that you can use in any kind of web pages, let it be JSP pages, XHTML pages, or even ASPX pages. It does not matter as long as it is a web page, you can write your JavaScript code onto your web page. So the way or the method to introduce JavaScript into your HTML page is with the script tag. As you can see, this is a very basic HTML page that I have created. It has nothing in it, and only a title has been set in accordance to the name of the video, and this is the script tag which will introduce JavaScript into your HTML page. So the script tag has an attribute called type. As you might know, there are a lot of scripting languages out there, PHP being one of them, and HTML conventions gives you the ability to write any kind of scripting language inside the HTML page. So that is why we have a script tag, and then we have a type specifying as to what kind of scripting language we are going to be using. As you can see, I am using Notepad++. You can use any kind of text editor, word editor, basically, to write your HTML page. You can even use an IDE like Eclipse or even .NET to Visual Studio rather to write down your code and test this particular scripting language inside it. So the type is text/JavaScript, and where do we place this particular tag? Well, the ideal situation will be to place it here. Now why here? Why inside the head tag? Well, it's simple. The head tag is rendered first. So all your scripting languages or anything that you have scripted will be rendered first beforehand. And that way you can have more control as to what is rendered inside your body. If you have any validations that you need to be executed before the page is rendered, you can write your scripting inside your head tag. But for the time being, for the demonstration of this particular functionality that we are going to do, we are going to write it inside the body tag, and that is the flexibility of JavaScript. You can write it anywhere that you want. Ideally, it would be in your head tag. So let's get started with the first thing that we are going to do for our JavaScript tutorial video part 1, and that is going to be render something onto your web page. So I'm going to write down a keyword called document dot, and I'm going to write down write parentheses double quotes. I'm going to say hello double quotes parentheses semicolon. So document is a keyword. Document is something like an object which is referring to the current HTML page. So it refers to the current HTML page, and then I write down dot write, which is a function which appends anything that is inside this, that is inside the parentheses, to the body tag. That's right, it appends anything that we are writing inside the parentheses to the body tag. So having said that, let's go to our browser and let's just refresh it, and there you go. You get hello written right onto your body, and that is exactly how you get dynamic content onto your web page. But what if I have something which is not purely string? Let's say I do HTML with my string. So we have a BR tag. BR is line break, so it goes to the new line. We have a B tag, which is the bold tag, and we have the word hello written. So this hello has no HTML elements attached to this string, but this hello has HTML elements as well. So what is going to happen? Is it going to render this string as it is, or is it going to render it with a line break and making this hello bold? So let's go to the browser, let's refresh it, and as you can see, it has gone to the next line and it has also made it bold. So what does it tell you? Well, the answer is simple. HTML is also rendered by JavaScript. So you can write document.write to render your entire page, and it will not make any difference. So for the simplicity or explanation part of it, script is the tag which introduces JavaScript onto your HTML page. Document is an entity which refers to the current HTML document. Write is a function which writes any kind of HTML/string object onto your body tag. And this is the part 1 of our JavaScript tutorial. So we have covered a few things: the need for JavaScript, what is JavaScript, and also we have seen how we can introduce a very basic element of JavaScript onto your web page. So any kind of questions or anything, any suggestions or anything that you need to know, you can just go to the description below in the video, and you can find me on Twitter or on Facebook, or even write down a comment on YouTube, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So thank you for watching this particular video, and keep up with the next few videos that will be coming out in a very short span of time. So thank you again, and keep watching.